Guys, if you have a quality or a trait within yourself that you do not like, do yourself a favor and begin to hate it. Instead of channeling that passive aggressive, pushy ass hate energy in this passive aggressive form and channeling it and projecting it onto people who are better than you, do yourself a favor, look in the mirror and channel that bitch hatred energy onto yourself to construct something new. To build something new is to destroy something old. You cannot build a new house where the old shaft is, permeating the area where you need to build. So do yourself a favor and deconstruct the destructive individual in the mirror and construct something new. All you pussies go through life without recognizing the fact that you are infested with qualities and traits that you don't even fucking like, and you tolerate and you accept when you don't accept it, but you consciously neglect the responsibility of repairing the damaged aspects of yourself. The wounded, weaknesses within your mind, you tolerate and accept it, but internally, deep down, the deepest, truest form of yourself knows that that is weakness and you need to solve that. So every time you accept your weakness, every time you accept that fat piece of addicted, low-level, inferior quality of a man, to accept your weaknesses and to not do shit to fix it, to sit there and tolerate being less than the best, and then to pretend like, it doesn't fucking exist, to sit there unaware to, what you are unconsciously aware of. You have to understand that when you look in the mirror and you recognize you're a fat, out of shape bitch, and you sit there and pretend like you're not, it's going to manifest out of you as insecurity and involuntary actions, these copious amounts of, manifestation of insecurity. Do yourself a fucking favor, look in the mirror and take accountability for that bitch. You deserve scorn for how much you tolerate being less than the best, and to sit there and smile at the weakness that you allow to permeate and possess you, to sit there and pretend like your weakness isn't rubbing off on the people around you, to sit there and obnoxiously smile with this egotistical bitch slave morality of a smile, to sit there as a comfortable, fat, out of shape pussy, instead of just recognize the fact you have flaws in your being and you need to do some shit to fix some shit, or you will die a underdeveloped, unworked on, undone, low-level, inferior fucking primate. All of you guys are Homo sapiens pretending to be humans. You are a domesticated primate that speaks English. You are not fucking human, because humans reflect the hue, they reflect, the full spectrum of consciousness, and you unlock that by working on yourself every day, and to master thyself, to work on yourself so fucking hard that to be aware of mediocrity is enough to, rattle the fucking boat. It's enough to boil the pot enough to the point it boils over. You're telling me that every day we wake up, exude, and put in the maximum into ourselves to develop into the most proficient, efficient of individuals, to have the highest of efficacy and to reflect the internal beauty and to external results, and to have copious and large amounts and tremendous amounts of success internally and externally, and then we have to wake up and be aware of this bitch of a human who's reverberating inadequacy with every breath they fucking take. Do yourself a favor and fix the bitch in the mirror, because when you harness a level of intention, you have to understand that intent is gonna get this shit done. If you wake up with no intention to be the best version of you, if missing your workout, if missing your macro count, if watching Netflix, if overeating and eating something that is going to actually decay your body, doesn't piss you off, you're going to go over the line, the boundary, you're going to cross it, and you're going to do it inevitably. You need to have the intention to be the best version of you. And a lot of you are unintentional, underdeveloped Homo sapiens pretending to be domesticated humans. But in actuality, your actions of the porn addiction, your actions of the vape addiction, the cigarette addiction, the weed addiction, the fucking bottle addiction, the video game addiction, proves to us that you cannot harness the potentiality of your mind and turn it into a possibility through conscious actualization, thus being rendered an inferior fucking homo sapien, because you didn't have the mind capacity and, you know, to turn the internalized intention into veracity to move towards your goal, instead of remain a lost soul decaying through space and time with, you know, doing nothing but wasting time and energy, which is your life essentially, which makes up the foundational factors of your existence. Time and fucking energy. So instead of, you know, circling and orbiting, you know, do yourself a favor and actually expound beyond your limitation. Delimit yourself. Look in the mirror and understand that if you don't wake up with the intention to be the best you, the shit will not fucking happen and you will die a low-level piece of shit. It's that fucking simple. Now, join the self-development community and access the resources that will actually rewire you to not be a low-level bitch in the one life you get. And they always talk about, you know, what do I do or how do I do it? If you wanted to do it and you had the intention to do it, you would already know what to do and you would be doing it. Stop asking the questions, shut the fuck up, and just start doing. It's that fucking simple. Peace!